Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in watching this video. It's your boy Robbie, and I'm back for a react. This one is going to be coming from Poetic Flacco. Chrisean Rock could be arrested for murder any day now. I literally was just watching a short with her and AB doing some little sparring or whatever, and they was supposed to be doing that. And I must admit, you know, she definitely, she's got some skills, but this is crazy that they got her caught up in some, or rather she got herself caught up in some sort of, you know, homicide or whatever. But let's not waste no time. Let's see what's going on. Let's get to this video, y'all.
There's a very real possibility that Chrisean Rock could be getting arrested for murder very soon. The same day Chrisean Rock announced that she's moving out the country, we learned that homicide detectives have taken an interest in Chrisean Rock and they're asking people questions about her.
The country. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, child. I'm moving out the country. We're moving out the country. Look, we ain't gonna tell y'all details, but we're moving out the country.
Yeah,
we're moving out the country. Oh God.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
For real. Yep.
Yep, we're moving out. I got my suitcase with me.
I want to tell y'all so many details. Why you just do that?
You posted it.
Let's rewind a little bit so you guys got the full context. Chrisean Rock has an ex-boyfriend called Ronnie. When Chrisean Rock got pregnant, Ronnie popped up and said the baby was his. Chrisean Rock said the baby was Blueface. Blueface to this day said the baby belongs to Ronnie and is not his. Well, Ronnie took Chrisean Rock to court to prove the baby was his.
In the next 4 to 6 weeks, God willing, Chrisean is going to be required to do a court-ordered paternity test. And once we get this paternity test, we shall have more insight.
Ronnie also pulled up on Chrisean Rock in person when she came to Baltimore, demanding that she gives him a paternity test so he can figure out whether or not Chrisean Jr. is his kid or not.
Right here, Junior right here.
You
Weird as you weird as shit. You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my son. That's my son. That's my son. What you want to do?
Excuse
What do
me.
you want to do?
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a call him. Nobody touch you.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I could respect that the man, you know, wants to be a father to his child if he is, in fact, the father. But I don't know if this was really the best way to go about it in a public place. You know, there's a way in which you go about it, not like this. You know what I mean? With the camera on, trying to get a viral moment. It's like everything ain't meant for the internet, because that's what you essentially are doing it for. Because why wouldn't you just do this in the privacy of your home, or just be like, yo, can we talk? You know, come at it in a real calm demeanor, not on no ghetto shit. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion.
Call him. Yeah.
Calling the cops.
Police ass. Bitch. You a police ass.
Time to go.
You a police ass.
Time to go.
You a police ass.
Sir,
You a police ass.
excuse me.
Police bitch.
Excuse
You a
me.
bitch.
Excuse me. I need you out the
nigga.
This is insane. This is crazy that he's acting like this.
Okay, I need you out the mall. Okay, I need you out the mall. Okay, okay. Let's go this one. Okay, let's go this one.
I need you out the mall. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way.
This is crazy.
But here's the thing. We never actually found out whether or not Ronnie was the baby father or not, because a week before the court hearing to decide on whether or not Chrisean Rock has to give Ronnie a paternity test, Ronnie was shot and killed in a very mysterious fashion.
Wow.
Yes, you heard right. We just got the update. So apparently, there have been some money on Ronnie's head since Friday. What's today? Tuesday. So since Friday, apparently somebody put some money on his head. Somebody wanted him dead. And y'all, I found out exactly how it happened. So one of the neighbors says that Ronnie was sitting in his car outside his house.
Yeah, man, that's a little sus. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, he ends up losing his life. There was a bounty on his head, and now you all of a sudden are moving out of the country. Surprisingly, yeah, some don't seem right about that. Yeah, you got some explaining to do. Why all of a sudden you want to leave the country? You know what I mean? And my thing is, what's the big deal? if you go get a paternity test and he ends up being the dad, what's the big deal? Or is it because you figure Babyface, no, I said Babyface. Forgive me, y'all. Blueface has the bigger name, more fame. So you'd rather pin it on him and he might not be the father just so you can collect whatever child support or whatever if there's any tourism. It's just crazy how these celebrity niggas be moving. These people in the industry be moving, man.
And all of a sudden, this car pulled up behind him. A person gets out the car. He didn't realize that they had a gun or whatever. They ran up on the car real quick, y'all. They shot him 10 times. Not only was he shot 10 times, nobody even came to check on him for at least 10 minutes. So if there was a chance that he could have been saved, and within those first 10 minutes, it wouldn't have happened because nobody even came to check on him until...
Ain't that kind of sad, though? Like, here you are trying to be a upstanding dude, try to be a father to a child that could potentially be yours, only to lose your life, my guy. Nobody coming to check on you. You've been, laid out for 10 minutes with 10 bullet wounds in your body. Nobody came to check on you. It almost kind of makes it like, damn, was it even, it's like, I understand, that might be your kid, but goodness, man. It's like, look, shorty, you got it. If he ain't mine, then fine. I'm going to just go ahead. But don't come looking for me later. Okay? Don't. Go ahead and, if that's Blueface's kid, because look, I'm not losing my life over this. You know what I'm saying? You got it. That's how I would be. Because, man, come on.
After 10 minutes, the neighbor says that he heard it, but of course he didn't want to come out immediately because that's gunshots. So he waited about 10 minutes, make sure the coast is clear. Then he went to check. He said he tried to lay Ronnie down on his side. He said he was shot up everywhere. He said it was blood coming all out of his body. And basically he died right there. There was no way he was going to be saved. It was too late, y'all.
Not with 10 shots.
So whoever this was, they wanted this done quickly.
That theory lines up with the possibility that Chrisean Rock may have put a hit on Ronnie to avoid the court-ordered paternity test before the last court hearing. Now, here's the thing. It gets weirder. Chrisean Rock owns biological sister, came on Jason Lee's podcast and implied and hinted and said Chrisean Rock did it without saying Chrisean Rock did it.
To Chrisean's baby, there was a guy online from Baltimore who was claiming to be her baby dad. He ended up getting murdered, right?
Yes.
He really did get murdered? I mean, I saw that online. That was real?
Yes, that was.
And you knew, did you know him?
Rest in pieces. So yes, I fed that boy.
How did he end up getting murdered? Was he in the streets, in the stuff, or was that just a random thing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't even speak on it. But if I was to speak on it, it don't look too good for certain people that we know. So I'm not gonna speak on it. Like, well, because
it's just all, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not the police, but I'll just leave it at that.
No, nigga, you the police. You trying to get as much information as you can. Give me the tea. Give me the tea, yo.
Well, I'll say a little bit. He ran up on Chrisean when she was out in public.
He did, and then he had a paternity test coming up or something.
And then it was all online.
And then it was pow, pow, pow. No paternity test. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, his soul.
That's sad.
It's very sad, especially because I fed him. We had...
Yeah, it's like you go, no paternity test, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, did you know that this was going to happen to this young man? You talking about you fed him or whatever?
Argument before, it's just like we were family. I'm going to be honest. That little boy really loved her.
Did he?
Me being real, all this camera we back in the streets. We back around the way. That little boy loved her.
So they were a thing?
It was passionate, but it was giving cloudy.
It was?
And that's why I just don't care to speak on it.
Yeah.
That's Chrisean Rock's biological sister. So if she gets to say, hey, man, I can't say what I want to say because it's going to get somebody we know in trouble, but, hey, I heard there was going to be a paternity test, then pop, then there's no paternity test. That's her clearly saying Chrisean Rock got Ronnie murdered to avoid the paternity test that was supposed to happen, a week later.
I don't understand. How does that, unless, again, you don't want him to be the father, or maybe he is, but you'd rather somebody else father this child so that he can be taken care of. That's the only thing I could come up with, because why would you be trying to block a man from finding out if it's his son or not?
This is going to be the last court hearing. Now, when Chrisean Rock was asked about this, Chrisean Rock says the trolling that Ronnie did with her and Blueface got him in a grave, and then quickly switches up and says, oh no, he died because of his street beef. And I always thought this was odd.
When you saw your sister insinuated, she didn't say it, but she insinuated that you had something to do with Ronnie Doe, his death.
It's like a punch, a grab. Like she probably, her interview was probably so boring that she had to make something like, that's the only thing that got clipped, was talking about me. What else got clipped? We did not give a What else did you ask her?
She said she would beat Clarissa up in a boxing match.
Whoop-de-doo. That's it? That's all y'all talked about?
I can't remember everything.
Exactly. When I cut off Ronnie, I just started seeing this side of him. He wanted clout chase for real. So, you know, he did paid interviews. He tried to push his music, all type of shit. He seen how Blueface ran the circus, so he tried to run his own. And then ran himself into a grave that had nothing to do with me. He was already beefing with people in the streets because of what he did.
What he did to you?
No, what he was already doing.
In the streets?
Yeah. If that was to really like to be.
Okay, well, what was he doing in the streets? Oh, I forgot. You can't speak on that because what happens in the streets stays in the streets. You see, this is why, like I said, I never was one that was interested in being in the street. One, because first of all, I was afraid of what my dad would do if he found out. You know, that's what you call having a strong father in your life. You know what I'm saying? But also, being out in the street, it doesn't come with a 401k plan or retirement. You don't get dental, vision, or medical benefits. You don't get anything being out in the streets. You're only guaranteed two things, and that's, you know, prison or your life being taken. And now she's trying to proclaim that, you know, he has some things going on in the street why he ended up losing his life. I beg to differ. I really think that she's withholding some information. She knows something. She probably has something to do with that, but she's got to keep her composure because she doesn't probably want to take the hit for that if it ever were to come out. And now you going out the country, you moving out the country, really?
Like, an option of a father, like, not like that, but his family is like a real good family. He come from a good family. His
Ronnie?
mother, he got his mother, his grandmother, his sisters.
All right, so if that's the case, Chrisean, if he is willing to do a paternity test or wants to, and he has a good family like you say he do, why not let the man be a part of his child's life where you can get the help that you need so that you can do what you need to do to be a better mother to your son? But see, it's not about the kid. And like what's-her-face would say, Anton Daniels, you know what I mean? The children pay for the sins of the parent. That child that she had is going to pay for her sins. You know what I mean? And that goes for a lot of kids out here that were born into circumstances that weren't ideal when they shouldn't have been born in the first place in those particular situations. And now they got to live in impoverished situations. They got to deal with struggle their whole life because their parents didn't take the time to do what they need to do. Like if he's got a good family, yo, look into that.
And his aunt, they all spoil him because he's the only boy in that bloodline. So they would have worshipped my little like that. I don't know. It would have been better off having a baby with him than Blue, to be honest. But
we don't know if it might have been his child, but you wasn't allowing that to be the case. You wasn't allowing that. You know what I mean?
He knew it wasn't his baby. He wouldn't even did that. He did that because he was just tripping.
You can't really call what she said
sure.
a confession by any means, but just her saying, oh, he trolled himself to the grave. Well, he wasn't trolling the street dudes online. If he had street beef, we didn't know about it because he wasn't trolling them online. The only person he was trolling online was Chrisean Rock. So for her to say he trolled himself to the grave, to me, that right there may have been the closest thing to her just saying, you know, like I did it. But Blueface was also asked about this when he got out of jail and did Jason Lee. Now, when Blueface did Jason Lee, Blueface revealed that Chrisean Rock and Ronnie was actually on the phone the night that Ronnie passed away. Now, he would also claim that Chrisean Rock is a setup artist because she also has dropped his low before, so he wouldn't be surprised if she's involved.
So when I seen that, I already knew that it was bogus.
So Tasiki was here on the show. We interviewed her, and I think she said she kind of like hinted at she thought Chrisean may have had something to do with Ronnie dying. What do you think about that?
I don't know about that. To be honest, I don't know anything about that. All I know is she said that he called her. They were in contact before this happened. That's the only red flag I could see. Somebody comes out and says, hey, before this person died, they called me. And this and that. That's just kind of like,
Well, because you said she's a setup artist, so.
That's what from my knowledge, yeah, she's known to give addresses and do things in the spur of the moment, be very impulsive. That's from my knowledge. Now, as far as him calling her and them talking the night he died.
Safe to say things already was not looking good for Chrisean Rock at all. People around her, her own sister.
It's safe to say that he ain't about to cape for you or be your alibi, nothing like that, or say any good. Listen, she a setup artist, so you already know he ain't gonna say nothing good. He going, but their back and forth has been publicly known. Their relationship super toxic.
They're saying, man, she kind of did it. Blueface is saying, man, she kind of did it. Chrisean Rock, had that mishaps, had that slip up. She's like the #1 prime suspect who had the motivation to do this. Well, a man have came forward today, and when it was already looking bad for Chrisean Rock, it just got worse. See, this man have came forward and said that police have approached him about, like Ronnie's homicide and Ronnie's murder, because right now the murder is still unsolved. The man that says police has approached him about this murder, and they continue to badger him and ask him about Chrisean Rock and his relationship to Chrisean Rock.
Major, let me tell you. So tell me why the homicide detectives came knocking on my door yesterday. And I'm scheduled to talk to them Monday. It's real. No cap. No plan. I don't need play like, I don't need play with the police. It's serious. It's real serious. It's so serious right now, Major. It ain't even a game.
First off, don't tell me you don't play with the police, but then you agreed to voluntarily go and talk to the police about a homicide investigation. We know who you are.
Serious, bro. Luckily, well, I ain't gonna say luckily. I'm mad. I wasn't home. I'm not home. But I got, feel me? So now.
No, I don't understand, my guy. I don't understand. This is why it is super duper important that, people stay in school. I have no issue with people having different accents or anything like that. I understand that. But just your way and how you pronunciate your words and stuff. It's like, how am I supposed to understand what you're saying? I don't know, man. It's just weird.
Now my theory is this, right?
What's your theory, man?
Because it took what? How long Karan been dead? No trolling. We ain't playing. We dead, sir. We mean business right now. Karan been dead for a little second, right? Like 2 years or some shit. Why do it take y'all this long to even? Cause y'all didn't have to reach out to me, bro. Cause I know I ain't really too much I can tell y'all. But y'all take this long to start investigating, or that's my theory, or your girl about to go down, and they probably got shit on shorty, but trying to figure out who did this shit. Cause they ain't just gonna become like I told the officer, I said, you don't wanna talk to me? I said, ain't really much I can tell you. He wanna talk to me. Fuck what I can tell him over the phone. He wanna talk to me, show me some stuff, and holler at me. But I'm really like, all right, as he told me, he see through the shit. You see through what I'm.
I mean, my thing is, what part do you actually play in this? I mean, what is your connection to Chrisean Rock and her, Well, the guy that was trying to see if he was her baby father. Like, what? I'm trying to understand what part you play in this.
Doing, you know, I'm trolling. You see through it. You see everything I'm doing. You say you see through what I'm doing on the internet, right? Well, what I did. I ain't gonna say what I'm doing, because that shit, you see through what I did. And you still want to talk to me? Your girl might be in trouble, man. I ain't gonna say too much. Yesterday, I was too excited.
You've already said too much, man. You turned on your phone, you pressed record, and you put it on the internet for everybody to hear, for everybody to see. So you already said enough by just picking up your phone. That was enough.
My nerves was everywhere. First, I heard police, homicide, detectives looking for me.
I honestly hope Chrisean Rock isn't actually dumb enough to involve herself in this. Now, here's some interesting facts for you guys. Ronnie, who died, apparently Ronnie got arrested for shooting a man or killing a man because of Chrisean Rock, right? Like on behalf of Chrisean Rock, right?
Really?
Chrisean Rock's brother is in jail right now for murder. So Chrisean Rock has been around a lot of violence and seemingly has kept a lot of people around her who's willing to do her dirty work. I just hope she's not dumb enough to actually do this.
And my thing is, you got all these people willing to do your dirty work. I mean, are you paying these people? Like, what do they get out of it by doing this for you? Because you're not making any music. Like, what is your claim to fame? What is Chrisean Rock's claim to fame? Y'all please let me know, because see, I didn't really follow her and Blueface and all that. I mean, of course I know about them and their relationship. They was on Kai Cenat, and you know, they just are like a version of Ike and Tina in a way. But somebody explain to me, what exactly is she famous for at this point? Because I'm confused. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments.
This would be an absolute tragedy if she did, right? Because again, her son's father, Blueface, or so she claimed, isn't claiming the baby. If she goes to jail, who watches the baby? Who takes care of the baby?
She ain't think about that.
I hope she's not dumb enough to do this, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section, bro. What do you guys think about this, okay? Do you guys believe Chrisean Rock is guilty? Let me know. If you're still watching this.
All right, it's going to be the end of the video. Shouts out to him. Honestly, it's hard to say. But based off of optics, what we've seen so far, I wouldn't really put it past her. Now all of a sudden you're moving out of the country. You know what I mean? What's that all about? So this might be her way of trying to, you know, skip town before she's found out and go get lost somewhere in Cuba somewhere where she can't be found. She's not hard to spot. She's missing a tooth. She's got neck tats. So she can't really blend in. They're going to know who you are unless you just go to a remote forest where there's no towers, there's no phone activity, like it's just a dead zone, unless you do something like that. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Make sure y'all check the like button, sub to the channel, and sound up in them comments until your asses is kicked out. That being said, it's your boy Robbie. Until the next video, y'all, we out of here, all right?